you feel like you suck at eyeshadow and you get super overwhelmed with eyeshadow palettes that have a ton of different colors in them, then you're gonna wanna listen up, because I'm gonna show you guys how you can get this super simple matte brown eyeshadow look using just one palette. Be using the Natasha Denona mini sculpt palette. I actually just got this and I love it. I think it is super good for beginners if you don't know how to do your eyeshadow. So let me show you guys how I use it. First, I'm gonna dip into this shade and I'm gonna put this on my crease with a big fluffy eye brush. When I was looking at this eyeshadow palette, this is the color that spoke out to me the most. I just feel like this is a very pretty, almost like pinky color that I think would be really flattering on the eye. So I'm gonna put that on my crease. Windshield wiper motions. Make sure when you're doing eyeshadow, you're always tapping off the excess product, because if you go in with too much, it'll be harder to blend. And with the other eye. Now I'm gonna go in with this slightly darker shade, and I'm gonna go in with that using another fluffy brush, but this is just a little smaller. So a trick that I learned from, I think it was Makeup by Kellyanne, is that the darker the eyeshadow, the smaller the brush. I'm gonna dip into that, and then I'm gonna put this at the outer V of my eye. So we're gonna make a V motion. Make sure you're really getting into your upper lash line and blending the eyeshadow into that. And then any excess powder you're gonna have on this, just kind of diffuse that in. Now I'm gonna pick up that first brush we just used and just blend these two together. All right, now I'm gonna do the other eye. Now I'm taking an even smaller brush and dipping into this very dark brown shade, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna really concentrate that on my lash line. Also, the darker you get with your eyeshadow, the more precise you're gonna wanna be, hence why you're gonna wanna be using smaller brushes. Just be careful and really concentrate that on your upper lash line. I'm gonna take the brush I used before I used this brush, so this like smaller fluffy brush. I'm gonna blend this in. Now I'm taking a damp cloth and just sharpening all that up. This is why we do eyes first, so we can clean things up without ruining our foundation and concealer. Now I'm gonna take this flat eyeshadow brush and dip into this white shade and put that on my inner eyelid. This will just make your eyes look a little bright. I'm gonna dip into this light beige shade again with a small round brush and just shade in my lower lash line just to make everything look more put together. And then I'm gonna go in with this medium brown shade. You don't have to do this, but I like to, just to define my lower lash line a little more and kind of shade in at the end. Now that the eyeshadow's done, I'm going to just line my upper lash line for a little more definition. Myself a little wing. All right, I did the rest of my makeup and this is the final look.